Hi, Mark, and welcome to the current Outside Views report on Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. After the Ukrainian attacks on Russian ships in the Black Sea, Russia threatens retaliation, and Kiev responded promptly with another declaration of war. So, after the drone attacks on two Russian ships near Crimea, Moscow apparently sees red, as we would say in German. Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chief of the Russian Security Council, threatened Ukraine not only with retaliatory strikes, but also with an environmental catastrophe. Medvedev wrote on social media that Ukraine wanted to do this and should therefore be hit by an environmental catastrophe itself. He also threatened further attacks on Ukrainian ports. Apparently, the previous attacks on Odessa, Izmail, and other places were not enough for them, as the former Russian president wrote on Telegram. The Russian Foreign Ministry even described the Ukrainian attack on a Russian tanker as a terrorist attack. There can be no justification for such barbaric acts. They will not go unanswered, and their perpetrators will inevitably be punished. That's what spokeswoman Maria Zakharova wrote on Telegram on Saturday. On the night of Saturday, a Russian tanker between Russia and the Black Sea Peninsula of Crimea, annexed by Moscow, was hit by a sea drone in the engine room. According to Russian information, emergency services pumped water out of the ship so that it would not sink. According to the media, a sea drone hit a Black Sea fleet ship in Novorossiysk on Friday, and pictures showed that it was hit there. And according to Russian sources, a Ukrainian sea drone was destroyed off the Crimean metropolis of Sevastopol. Ukraine promptly responded to Russia's threats with another declaration of war, as I said. On Saturday, Kiev declared the Russian Black Sea ports of Anapa, Novorossiysk, Gelendzhik, Tuapse, Sochi, and Taman as military danger zones. These are in the war risk area, warned the Ukrainian shipping authority. Details were not given, though. And meanwhile, National Security Secretary Alexei Danilov announced plans to expand drone strikes on Russian targets. Russian targets are the best training ground for Ukrainian weapons and advertising in the global arms market. That's what the Secretary of the National Council for Security and Defense wrote on social media on Saturday. August has been a successful month so far, at least according to him, when he's referring to hits against Russian ships. With each new combat mission, Ukrainian combat and naval drones are becoming more and more precise. The operators are more experienced, combat coordination is more effective. Manufacturers are given opportunities to improve tactical and technical characteristics, said Danilov. He announced more missions further away, and meanwhile Kiev declared the Russian Black Sea ports of Anapa, Novorossiysk, Gelendzhik, Tuapse, Sochi, and Taman as military danger zones, as I said, and that will not make it easier for Russia. Russia has repeatedly accused Ukraine of attacking its border regions and cities with drones, including the capital Moscow. However, the attacks bear no relation to the Russian attacks with drones, cruise missiles, and rockets on the neighboring countries since the war began more than 17 months ago, they say. But they still don't call it a war. But many people die or are injured in this war, and the only perpetrator here is Russia. They can end this war today if they want. And if you want to know more about the developments in this war, the next video is here on the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.